Hello everybody, this is Devin Plays here, and as I promised in an announcements video, welcome to my prediction for Battle for Dream Island again. And this will actually be the shortest prediction due to there being just 11 contestants left. So, here's the current amount of contestants remaining, which we're just at 11. Here's the weak Trembling Fortress with Ice Cube just coming in. Note that Yellowface and Spongy are here just so y'all can at least clarify the order of eliminated characters despite not being there. The reason they're not there is because most likely because Yellowface died and they didn't think to bring him back. While with Spongy, he's not here because he's a tad bit too heavy and he most likely would destroy the weak Trembling Fortress if he were to actually be sent there. I mean, hey, at least they knew this would be the case of Fiery if he didn't eat that yo-yo berry. So without further ado, let's start off the elimination. So Free Smart is immune. That means Team No Name, Woe Bunch, and Fries are all up for elimination. So I'm going to go off of what people were speculating for the votes. So at the prize votes, I feel like it'd be a tad bit close between Bombi and Coiny, but I think the latter would get the prize, and I'm going to predict what the prize is. It's probably going to be something random. It won't be Pin going back to normal yet. Like I have to wait until the end of the season for that, which is why I'm still using Pin's normal puppet. But anyway, safe are Coiny, Pin, Tennis Ball, Golf Ball, and Fries. The bottom two are Bombi and Nickel. Who's going to go after Ice Cube in the elimination order, you might ask? Now, this one seems very close, but like I said, not all the information you're getting is true right now. I'm just going off what speculations are saying. So I'll assume that Bombi will be the last person safe, with Nickel going after Ice Cube in the elimination order. Ooh, that sucks that he had 2 chances, minus my no split prediction, where he had a chance to get to the merge, only to fail. Okay. We're at the final 10. I'm not going to start the merge yet. I might do one more elimination, then we're on to the merge. So we have our team set up. Note that the reason that Needle even switched was because of the whole token. And since the token is most likely out of juice, I think Coiny might understand why she was against him. So Needle will go back to Woe Bunch. Yeah, not everything has to be correct. So if you think Needle will still stay on Free Smart, you're allowed to think so. But this could be a terrible choice for Needle, as these 3 teams lose. Fries lose again, Woe Bunch loses again, and Free Smart will lose alongside them with No Name winning. Because their team is just armless people. Alright, so I think the prize votes will be close between Coiny and Ruby. But I feel like the former would win again. But the latter is the first one safe. And then Coiny. And then Pin. Since people still feel bad. Needle will come next. And I think people would consider her turning against Woe Bunch understandable. Book will be next. And lastly, Pencil. And then Bombi and Fries at the bottom 2. I could have put Pencil in bottom 2, but I realized people want Pencil to stick around for much longer, so Fries is down here for that reason. I still think he's going to be the last person safe. That means Bombi will go after Nickel in the elimination order. That's 2 well-bunched people out in a row. And we're at the final 9. Yeah, count it up. It's 9. But now we're at the final 9. Now I think it's a decent time to go to the merge. So we're at the merge and everyone is sorted alphabetically. Yeah, I did it like this so it's more effort-based. I mean, probably more effort-based if I did it in like a PowerPoint or Google Slides, but I don't know how to do that on mobile. So we're doing it in puppets. You know, as much as y'all think that the merge will happen a tad bit later, I'm gonna do it right now because like we're almost like a third of the contestants left. So now I think it's a decent time. Like I did in my little no split prediction. Well, actually, I wouldn't say little, but it's pretty big. I split into multiple parts. You can go watch my no split prediction. Like, just find the playlist and you'll just be there. But let me know if you disagree with anything there. But since it's over, I don't have anything to change since it's over. Like, I can't really change anything. It's too late to comment anyway. But you can still comment whether you agree or disagree on anything. But like I said, in my no split prediction, I was putting at least a quarter of the contestants, or at least a third of the contestants up for elimination. Now, since we're at the final 9, only 6 people will be immune and 3 people will be up for elimination. Those are... and I don't think the wish for Pin's limbs coming back come true yet, so Pin will be one of them. Golf ball will be one of them. I think tennis ball will be the last one. Alright, so it's pretty obvious who gets the prize, but it's close between her and tennis ball, but Pin would get the prize. I don't know what it will be, and though it won't be the whole getting her face back at least. Like I said, I feel like her getting her limbs back will probably happen at some point of, you know, the ending part, like where it's just going to be solo immunity. Yeah, that'll be somewhere like the final 6 or final 5. No, I'm thinking final 5 or something. But I'm just going to cut to the chase and declare Pin and tennis ball safe, being first and second safe respectively. But like I said, y'all are allowed to like switch up the order if you guys want. And this is all purely a prediction, so not everything has to be correct, like I said quite a few times earlier. Well, we're not at the final 8 yet, because Pencil wanted to do something. Wait for it. Wait for it. Bubble is officially back to compete as a contestant this time, without any disqualification. Yep, that's right. But now let's decide the 3 that's going to leave, or at least have a chance of leaving. Fries, Coiny, and I guess Ruby. Again, since all 3 are popular, like the vote count would be a tad bit close. But it's obvious who gets the prize. And now I think it's a decent time for Pin to get her face back. And go back to her normal size. Also, the dislikes probably wouldn't be a tad bit close if people have no idea who to get out. But since Fries is probably the least liked, that's who most people would go for. So I'm cutting to the chase and saying that Coiny and Ruby are the first and second safe respectively, and Fries will leave. Going after Golf Ball in the elimination order. I could just switch up these 2 characters' positions, since a lot of y'all might disagree with Golf Ball getting out, or at least being up for elimination in general, but like, this challenge might require some arms. Plus, she and Tennis Ball were safe one time, and the other 3 teams are up for elimination, including Fry's solo team. But like, all that aside, let's just move on. Now it's time to decide the 3 who are at risk. Those are Needle, Buck, and Pencil. I'm just going to speculate that Needle will get the prize. But Book will be the first one safe. That will leave Pencil and Needle as the bottom two. You know, at this point, I am going to speculate that there might be another teardrop situation where one character gets the prize and that same person who gets the prize will actually leave that same exact episode as they got the most likes. So I think Needle will have the most dislikes, but this isn't saying much. People could still theoretically get Pencil out. But, like I said previously, people probably want Pencil to stay a tad bit longer. This might be her last time staying before I have her leave again. Or at least have her leave some point on. So Needle will go after Fries in the elimination order. No one really liked the whole Needy gag that much anyway. I never even found it annoying myself, but like, at the same time, it wasn't the funniest thing. So the characters up for elimination are Pencil, again, Bubble, and Ruby. Now this time, I'm going to have Ruby win the prize this time. Although I'll be close between all three of them. But I think Bubble will still get top two. Which, speaking of which, since she just came in, she'll be the first one safe. But now I think it's a decent time for Pencil to leave, with Ruby being the last one safe. So Pencil will go after Needle in the elimination order. And it's pretty upsetting I have to do this too, because she was actually getting a tad bit more interesting and likable. It's just way better written here than she was in BFB, to say the most. Now we're at the final six. I feel like it's now a decent time to do the solo immunity phase, where only one character gets immunity and everyone else is at risk. And that one solo character is Tennis Ball. Lucky him. All right, so the prize votes will be close between Bubble, Coiny, Ruby, and Pin. I mean, Book will also get a decent amount of likes, but like it just won't be as close as the first four. But it'll mostly be close between Ruby and Coiny, like I said, since they're probably the biggest fan favorites that I have up for elimination right now. So Coiny would get the prize vote. Well, at least get the prize. And hey, did I say that the wish for Pin's whole body to grow back? I should have done this a tad bit separately, but I think the first wish will actually be with her going back to her normal size, and then she'll get her face back right now. Since people love the Coiny and Pin dynamic, I think it's time for a Free Smart member to leave again. So Coiny and Pin are easily the first two safe. It can be in any order imaginable. But out of all of them, I think the most hilarious one is Ruby, so she can theoretically also stay. But like, it's close between the other three. The bottom two are Bubble and Buck. Like I said, Bubble's a debuter technically. Yeah, I said technically because think about it. If you did watch the very first episode of the series, Bubble was actually one of the characters who had enough to join, but since she was permanently dead at the time, she was disqualified. With Book, however, like, she probably appears to be the least interesting, and probably the only one that was actually flanderized. But hey, at least unlike Pin, whereas she didn't start off unlikable, Book was actually decent in her debut season. Pin was actually not that great in her debut season, before getting better in BFDIA to many people. Yeah, if y'all watch the pre-split of BFB, y'all would call Book as one of the most unlockable characters. But, like I said, that's chronologically afterwards, and that personality wouldn't kick in right now. But despite that, I still think that Bubble would still stay, but this isn't saying much, as she could still theoretically get out just for being a debuter. Yeah, they're still going to use that excuse. So Book is going to go after Pencil in the elimination order. Sorry, Book. I like you so much. All right, solo immunity time again. And it will go to Pin. Everyone else, you're at risk. All right, so I think the tennis ball will get the prize, but it's really close between all four, actually. But Ruby's the first one safe. And then tennis ball. I mean, like, since Match and Pencil are already out, Konya would be the last one safe. But like I said, the dislikes are insanely close. Except Bubble, who'll probably get out over Konya in like a tad bit of a decent margin. That means Bubble will go after Book in the elimination order. I'll just put her down here. Sorry guys, I just woke up, so I felt like doing this prediction as soon as I woke up. That's why I yawned there. But we're now on to the final four. James were shrinking in size. But now I think it's a decent time for somebody to bring Woody back to life. And no, he won't be joining as a contestant. He'll probably just be a background character or something. Either that or he'll be brought back like before IDFB starts and after the finale of BFDIA. Like, it could have happened at that time, but at the same time, I could have speculated that right now it would be the decent time. And then Leafy will come back after everyone is sent, or at least released from the weak Trembling Fortress, and Fiery brings her back to life. And Fiery most likely will be back to normal at that point. And will be locked in a cage by Freezemark for no reason. Why do you think I speculated that Bubble will become a contestant at some point? So everyone is at risk except for Ruby. Like I said, the prize votes, since we're getting really close, the prize votes are going to be so close. I'm talking like a BFB 22 vote to save type close. That's how close I'm talking. Since everyone is a massive fan favorite. And speaking of how everyone is a massive fan favorite, it's going to be extremely difficult to outright predict who will leave. But I think I've caught an idea on who, so I'll cut to the chase and say Konya wins the prize, with Tennis Ball being the first save and Konya being the next one, Pin leaving, yada, 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 but goes after Bubble in the elimination order. Yes, it was really close. And even if y'all guys like Pin, I apologize. You know, and I apologize for the whole stereotype where Konya, Ruby, and Tennis Ball are the final three, but there's something I want to tell you guys about that. Well, you're here now at the final three, but the truth is, what's so funny, you might ask? We're not even done at the finale yet. You really think I was just gonna skip to the final three like that? No, we're going two people. Two people. Forget that. Like, we're gonna do one more immunity. Then we're at the finale. I think since Konya has never won, well, let's do him. You little rascals. You thought I was done? Not yet. But, all jokes aside, this won't be another teardrop situation by means, but Tennis Ball will get the prize and he's safe. So Ruby goes after Pin in the elimination order. Heck, I guess you could say that's karma for taking the... Well, Ice Cube was the one who took away Pin's face, but let's just say that's karma for at least shrinking Pin to a much lower size. I guess she could be compared to Fiery Jr., but I'm actually done, jokes aside. Everyone, you're now free. Yes, like I said, that whole twist was kind of pointless as people still believe that a final three would still happen by means. But I'm going to go final two solely because, like, yeah, we're not doing a final three again. Like, that's a tad bit too predictable anyway that there would be a final three. So we're doing final two. But, like I said, both Coiny and Tennis Ball are fan favorites. So, who do I want to win? Who would most people want to win? Oh, forget it. This is too predictable. Coiny is the winner. Sorry, Tennis Ball. That makes Coiny the winner. But you really think I'm done with all of this? Not really. I said everyone was free, right? Oh, everyone's free, all right. I just got to do something really quick. Okay, guys, I like to apologize for acting like a twist villain back there with the whole final three stuff and the final two and the finale stuff. Like, I'm sorry for acting like a twist villain. That was a pointless thing about the video. I know people are going to say that. So I'm instantly going to agree with the whole twist villain part being ridiculous. And also, twist villains get a bad reputation anyway. And that's thanks to certain Disney twist villains out there. So right here, you see all the 22 contestants for IDFB. Yeah, the 17 who didn't go into the TLC, plus the 5 extra ones. Well, 4 since In the Prediction Bubble debuted. So she's one of the 5 extra ones. The other ones are Evil Leafy, Regular Leafy, Woody, and Flower, who was a temporary host. She still might be the host, like right now at this point. And she probably returned host status, so she's now a free character. You know, fun fact, during IDFB 1, there's not a single part outside of the intro where Spongy and Flower were physically even in the episode. They were just in the voting screen and the intro only. But they are free characters, so they might have some screen time in the second episode. But that's on hold since Teapot and BFDIA need to be finished in order for IDFB to actually at least get a continuation. So you're going to have to wait like a year or 2 for that. Yeah, and I hate to say it, but that's just a prediction of how long we have to wait. But thanks for watching my BFDIA prediction. If you have any suggestions on what I should do for any like alternate BFDI stuff, like alternative like situations, like, you know, like if, you know, like if it was a contestant vote or something, like yada yada yada, like if you thought things were wrong, like elimination order wise, like you're allowed to change it up. Like it's your prediction. So go ahead. Go down in the comments. And I'll see you guys later.